The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Down. Check right. Set cut.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Black shot. Hurry. Ready?
To throw, it's Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco. The Niners in 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think that
touchdown 49ers.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. Out of CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward it for that one. A big-time monster run.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll be a Los Angeles first down.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
First down, and they stick with Eckler.
Down to about the 45. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And leading 10-7, where they may just want to get this to the locker room. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will...
And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
he's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Lance now on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give, Eckler running to the right. Ooh, with a juke. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken at the goal line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
560.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have cut the lead back down to 2. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out and picked up by the Chargers.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. The Charger drive about to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up the big hole.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Amber Thomas. And the Niners are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people don't question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case,
the Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. On 2nd and 12, Lance complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Ready.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
111 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Lance looking to throw.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Right back to Juszczyk again. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to make